Hello friends and welcome back to another video. It's Joel back with you. And today we're going to be taking a look at the B&O Play H3s. These are kind of a premium set of earphones for around $150, but they came as a part of a promotion from LG with the LG V20. So when you sent in your proof of purchase, you can get these sent out. So these actually just came in. And so we're going to take a look at these. We're going to start out with an unboxing and look at some of the build quality and see how they sound. Let's look at that unboxing. Okay, here we are. I just wanted to give a quick unboxing of the B&O Play H3s. These are the promotional ones that come with your LG V20. So you can see the nice silver. So let's jump right in and see what all is in the box here. So, leave this to the side here. Yeah, so you're presented with the headphones themselves here. There's your nice play, your controls here. Here's a little pouch. Okay. It's a nice microfiber type. It feels really good. And then there's a little pull, B&O logo with a little pull string. That's pretty nice. I like that. So then you get little extra earbuds in the box. Those are always nice. Figure out I have pretty big ears, so I need to get big ones. And then just the earphones themselves and a special LG and B&O manual here. So I'm sure this will talk a little bit about, yeah, there you go, play stop and everything like that. How to put on the earbuds, etc. So here you go. Here's the earphones themselves. And they look quite nice. I like that. That metal looking finish here. Silver, that'll look really great with the LG V20 itself. All right then, let's try these bad boys out. So this pouch is a pretty nice little touch with the B&O logo with the metal here and just a nice feeling pouch. That's nice to have to throw them around to go. You know, if you're on a trip or whatever, you can throw them in your bag, not have to worry about them getting tangled up. But overall, these are very solid build quality. I was pretty impressed by these. They're metal for the housing here, and this is the natural look. And so it's just like a natural silver look from them. And it's not going to match my gunmetal on the LG V20, but they still look good together. And they're ergonomically kind of formed to your ear, so they tilt in to fit better in your ear canal. For me, I have fairly large ears, so I went with the large ear tips, but there's large, medium, small, and extra small ear tips. So there's 4 different sets that can kind of get any size that fits best for you. The large worked best in my ear to get a better sound seal for your ear. Moving down the earphones here, on the left side is this controller. And so you got the B&O branding on there, just with a plus and a minus. So around back, you actually have the buttons themselves. They're not on the front, so you can click them on the back. And so it has the volume up, volume down, and play stop is in the middle. And you can hear it's pretty clicky, which is nice. It feels really good. You can really tell when you're clicking it. It's not just kind of mushy. And at the top on the sides here are actually the microphones. So that's where you're gonna be able to answer phone calls. So the play stop is also being able to answer calls. So this is a nice solid little remote. It's not too big. And I feel it feels good clicking the buttons. I don't think I would ever have any issues knowing down and up and in the middle for play stop. So that's good. If you're just fumbling around, you don't need to look down every time. You can just hit the button. At the bottom with the headphone jack itself, there's some nice metal surrounding it and feels nice and solid. One thing that's really nice with this that I don't always think about is it's nice and thin, and that's very good, because with my case that I love, this is the Rinky case that I really do enjoy. It's actually fairly small of a cutout for the earphones. But one nice thing is, since this is nice and thin, it fits great in there and you don't have any issues with it being blocked. Now right off the bat with the H3s, the thing that I was really surprised about was the bass response. I was pleasantly surprised. These have 10.8 millimeter drivers in them, and you think, oh, well, that's not going to produce that much bass, but actually they're pretty solid in the bass category, and it comes through quite well. It's not overbearing or anything, but I was surprised to see its presence there. I listen to a good bit of like indie rock with some like violins and other instruments and kind of some experimental instrumentation. The mids and highs come through really well here. Vocals are clear and crisp, and I think they sound pretty great. I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't sure what to expect. But, you know, you did a good job. I'm thinking that these are some great headphones that I could put by the bed and have them when I'm listening to some music before I sleep or whatever, not to wake up my wife. These are a really solid option just for about anywhere. One thing I did notice is that after some extended amount of listening, the metal around the edges is a little bit abrasive. So if you have kind of big ears like mine that kind of push against them, it will you'll feel that kind of sharp edge. So it might be a little uncomfortable after a while if you've been listening to music, but it might not affect you at all. That's just something that I personally noticed. These H3s aren't going to get the same sound stage as something like the Sennheiser HD598s. I love these earphones, but it's kind of like apples and oranges. They're very, very different. These are semi-open back headphones that are kind of made for you to immerse in the experience and do have a little bit of sound leak. So you're not always going to want to listen to them like on a subway or airport or something like that. But these are kind of like you sit in your room and you kind of just get filled with the music, and probably my favorite set of headphones I've ever owned. I have a link for the video in the description below if you want to check them out. But the H3s actually do pretty good with the separation of the instruments. I really, like I said, I could hear the bass, I could hear the highs and the mids pretty well, and so I didn't have any issues losing vocals with the music or some things overpowering. I had a pretty good mix overall. They rounded out acoustically pretty well. I've enjoyed them. So what's the verdict on H3s? I'm overall quite impressed with them. I think they're a really solid set of earphones. If you're looking for something that you can kind of throw in a bag with you and put it in the little pouch they come with, these would sound great, especially with the quad DAC and the LG V20. It really produces some clear and crisp audio. I'm really enjoying them. $150 might be pretty steep to pay for them. Maybe in the closer around 100 range would seem more viable, but you might be able to find some people around you trying to sell them cheap if they didn't need them from their LG promotions. So that might be something to look into. But overall, I've been impressed, and I'm thankful that LG added them to the promotion. And I'm going to enjoy these, and especially to have an extra set of really solid earphones around the house is always a good thing. If you've gotten your B&O H3s from your promotion from LG, or you just own them in general, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear what you think of them. I'm enjoying them, and if you picked them up, I hope you enjoy them too. Guys, this has been fun. Thank you for liking and commenting and sharing my videos. It really helps out the channel a lot. I appreciate it. Guys, as always, you keep it classy.